A lot of us have very tight hamstrings, so what I want to show you today is an extremely effective way to stretch out the hamstring. But before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody that before we move a certain muscle group or we stretch, we always want to either foam roll or we're going to use the massage sticks that we've provided in order to loosen that muscle tissue and prepare it to move. Because if you just come down and you get into these exercises, you're actually potentially putting yourself at injury risk by trying to stretch and call on a muscle that's cold. So just keep that in mind. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these bands, which you by now should all have, you should have one of your own. And you can see this loop at the top. I have my handles on both sides. And I'm just going to take that loop, I'm going to put that around my foot, all right? And I'm going to grab just below the pad right here. So you can see that from the side, all right? And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to move up, all right, and come down onto your lower back. And the first thing I want you to notice is that the non-moving leg, all right, is not just sitting here splayed out or relaxed. It's engaged. The quad is engaged, all right, and also my core is engaged. So I want to think about my belly button coming back towards my spine and my lower back throughout this exercise pushing against the ground. So try to maintain that throughout the whole movement. And so if you're more flexible in the hamstring, you can grip up as close to this pad as possible. And if you're a little bit more stiff in there, you can come down all the way towards these lower handles. But what we're first going to do is drive our elbows to the ground, put our head back. My opposite leg is nice and engaged. And now from here, all we're going to do is come up to our furthest position without losing that lower back connection and that core connection. We're just going to bend. In whatever position you come to right here with your knee, you're going to pull in a little bit and then straighten that leg. And that knee, as you can see right here, should really never move. So you can do about 8 to 10 of those, and then you're going to take both sides of the band in one hand, the same hand as the leg that's moving. You're going to come out to about 45 degrees. This is going to get a little more into your groin. So same thing. We're going to come back as far as we can. All right, bend, come in a little bit closer, and straighten. That elbow stays on the ground. Okay, about 8 or 10 of those. Then we're going to go in the opposite hand, cross over the body, get to that 45 degrees. You can put your hand out, you can turn your head over. All right, and same thing. Knee bends, we can pull that in a little bit, and then straighten. So about 8 to 10 through all of those should really loosen up your hamstrings.